Hey guys, Aiden Jenkins here today, and today I will be giving y'all a whole video showing my whole vinyl collection. So, I'm a fan of music. This is what this channel is more made for. It's about more music stuff, related stuff, and similar to that sort. I even think about posting my music here as a bonus, excluding it everything, basically using it as a side thing for my channel if I have no idea on what to post some days. But in this video, I will show y'all every vinyl record that I own. So here we go. As I said before, this channel will mostly cover rock and metal music because it's the genre I really love the most. But I do not mind covering other genres because I am a fan of other genres such as hip hop and things of that variety. For the first records I will show you. DMX's Exodus. I love this hip-hop record, especially as a posthumous record. There's just so much to love about it. If I was to talk, just give it full-on, compliments and everything else, this record, in my opinion, for a posthumous release is a 10 out of 10. Banger after banger after banger. I love this track list right here. Great track list. Shoot, I don't even think there's any song that I, absolutely hate off this record. The features on this record, too, killer. Killer as a whole. DMX fucking cooked with this record. I'm sad that we never had the Pop Smoke song on this album, but regardless of that, I think this is a good record. Love DMX. Rest in peace to the dog. Then, we have the Styx record. This one right here. And I will be honest, as a album, I haven't listened to this in a while. I think the last time I have listened to this was 2 years ago. I need to listen to this again to actually get more of a concept for the album, because I don't really remember much of the songs that appear on this record. I've listened to this a few times while binging through my record, my vinyl record player. I don't remember much of what happens in this album. Do I want to? Yes. And there are a few albums in my vinyl collection that are similar to this album that I haven't listened to in a while, so I basically kind of forgot everything in this album. Do I plan on making a review of this album? Most definitely, down the line. Now, we have Good Kid, Mad City. Another album that I consider a 10 out of 10 hip-hop record. Just a great concept album. Kendrick Lamar cooks on this. Kendrick Lamar cooked on this. T-Pap is definitely still a 10 out of 10, too. Love this album. That's just a whole great album. Killer features, too. What can I say? This album's just perfect. Now, we have The Kinks, Low Budget. I haven't listened to this record in a while either. Do I like the record? Yes. But I don't remember much of what happens. It smells vintage. I love it. Shoot. Then we have this one, which isn't even a studio album. My stepmom's mom decided to give me it because she knew I like Johnny Cash. And so, now I have this album. Am I complaining? No, I love Johnny Cash. Shoot, send me more if you really want. I love Johnny. Then we have Jimi Hendrix. The Jimi Hendrix Experience. What can I say? This is a good record, too. Boys back here, handsome. Handsome man. Handsome man. Dude, that kind of looks like... When I grow my hair, that kind of looks like my hair. Almost, I guess. Almost. Then we have this album. Has my opinions on this album changed? Yes. I used to love Enough. A lot. When I was around 14-ish, 15-ish, I had a huge craving for more lyrical miracle rap. Loved lyrical miracle rap. As time passed by, though, I don't like Enough as much as I used to. Still appreciate this record for what it's given. I appreciate this record a lot. Do I think it's a 10 out of 10? No. Do I think it's a 0? No. I think it's more along the lines of a 6. I think it's a decent record. Then we have Queen's Greatest Hits. This is not a studio album either. It's just more of a compilation album with all of Queen's most famous songs on the back and a part of the track list. Handsome Men right here. We love it. We love some Rock Kings. We really do. Really good art right here too, showing all of Queen stuff with Freddie Mercury. I love the pictures. And I love everything that they have built upon in those years. Love Queen. Love Queen. Then we have Run DMC. I remember things that have happened in this record. I remember them very clearly because I used to binge this one a lot. Around maybe 10-ish, 15-ish times. Love this hip-hop record. And I'm not even saying that just to fit in. As a Gen Z, I think anyone can actually really like this record and appreciate it for what it is. It's one of my favorite hip-hop records, just as an oldie. Love this album. Really, really do. Would I put Run DMC in my top 5? Maybe for old school groups, but as a whole, no. Just mainly because I'm in a different generation, so it makes sense on why I would have... Sure, I don't even consider Tupac to be in my top 5. But that's also because I'm born in a different generation, so my favorite rappers are going to be different from what a 90s rapper's top 5 would be. Then we have Linkin Park Hybrid Theory. This is a top 5 new metal album. Love this album. I will even say, I think it might be at number 1. I love this album. I love this album as a whole. Love the album cover. Love the track list. I love the portraits on the back. And just the album cover in general. This is a good album. Love everything about it. One of the best 2000s releases. Overall, just fucking pure fun. You feel good on every single track. You feel sad on some tracks because there are some sad songs on this record. Love this album right here. Love this album. Then we have Sir Mix-a-Lot. Put him on the glass. Put him on the glass. This is not a studio album either. It's more of a single type record where it has the single of a song, it has the instrumental, and it has... Yeah, there's only there's a side 1 and a side 2, with one being the song and one being the instrumental. This is more of a single type record, like how Marilyn Manson released singles for his albums. Then we have Chicago. I will be honest, I don't remember much from this record. Nothing. Nada. I don't remember much. Did I think it was good when I listened? Yes. With it having 4 sides to the album. I don't remember much from it, but when I listened to it, I did quite enjoy it. I don't remember much, as a whole. Then we have Blondie. Love this album, too. I would give this one around an 8-ish. One of my favorite albums. From, an old period. With The Tide is High being more of a mainstream hit that plays on the radio every so often. Love this record. Deborah Harry. Deborah Harry, this chick right here is a queen. She looks amazing. Beautiful in this album. Beautiful. We love our blonde queens. We really do. Now, this album right here, I consider to be a 5-ish or 6-ish. There are 3 tracks I absolutely hate on this album. Stepping Stone, Nice Guy, and Good Guy. Jessie Reyez can be a really good singer. I just don't think she's a good singer on Nice Guy and Good Guy. I just don't find it to be good. As for Stepping Stone, I never liked that robotic pitch that Eminem does for his choruses. I always found them annoying. As a Eminem stan, I've always found the robot choruses to be the most annoying thing that Eminem has ever done in his albums. It's not good. It still continues to not be good. Quit. That's just my honest opinion. I'll be honest, I don't even like Venom as a song either. Because it has the same thing that Stepping Stone continues to do with the chorus. A robotic fucking chorus. I don't like it. And I don't even mind autotune. It just sounds like shit on these songs. And that's one thing I just can't stand about those kinds of songs, just the chorus all in general. The chorus, in my opinion, makes up the whole song because it's usually what people look at the most. But do I hate this record from like a full-on standpoint? No. There's some things I appreciate about it, and there's some things I don't appreciate about it. Now, we go on to... Now, this is an album I consider an 8 out of 10. Actually, around a 9-ish. Love me some Tyler, the Creator. I don't play him much when I'm working at Nukes, but I do love his music. I really, really do. I own 2 vinyls of this record. Like, I'm not even joking. This one's still wrapped. This one is still wrapped. This one's not wrapped. But the reason why I have 2 vinyls is because my mom didn't know that I already had the record. She knew I was a fan of Tyler, the Creator, but she didn't know I had this album. I would have been fine with the estate sale, just mainly due to the fact that I do not have that album on vinyl. So if I was given the estate sale, I wouldn't mind too much. I really, really wouldn't. But yeah, I wasn't complaining much when I found out that I got another Call Me If You Get Lost for Christmas though, because I love Tyler. I love my mom. I wasn't gonna complain with any gift that she gave me because I'm not a spoiled bitch. I don't mind too much. She said we can return it if you want. And the thing is, Walmart really doesn't sell much records that I really, really want, besides, like, I guess the Wu-Tang records and stuff of that sort, but, like, I don't know what it is with Walmart. As much as I appreciate Walmart as just a store in general, they barely sell rock and metal stuff. And when I do go see that there's rock and metal stuff, it's usually more like, it's usually the bands that everyone dick rides. And when I'm talking about, like, Creed. And, well, Creed is not a band that everyone dick rides, but like, just more like mainstream stuff, basically. Oh, God, I sound like one of those people. I hate it. Oh, God. I only listen to music if it's underground. Oh, shut the fuck up. But, like, I love Creed. I really, really do. But, like, I want to see bands besides that. Korn is not even sold at Walmart from what I see at my stores. It is the saddest thing ever. Because you'll see mostly pop music playing there, you'll see mostly pop music on the shelves, or you'll see mostly hip-hop records on the shelf. And I don't mind hip-hop. I love hip-hop as a genre. It's one of the things I really, really appreciate. It's one of the things that got me even more crazed about music. Love some hip-hop music. Love rap music. With all my heart, love hip-hop music. But you kind of get tired of seeing it over and over and over again because you want to see other genres put on the map for, like, to be sold in stores. But that refuses to be shown, and I kind of hate it now. I want more diversity with genres in the stores. Just more records that I can get into, you know? Then we have The Fabulous Johnny Cash. This album, to me, is an 8 out of 10. Actually, at best, I think it's 7 out of 10. That's hard. Oh, that feels so disrespectful. Giving Tyler, the Creator, a higher score than Johnny Cash, that feels so bad. Johnny Cash is a legend. Oh, I felt so bad. This is the best Johnny Cash record. I will have to think of a score. This album I really enjoyed, too. I've listened to this album like 20 times on my record table. This is on the same, like, tier for me as, like, a Please Please Me. One of my favorite oldie records. Love this album right here. Love Johnny Cash. Looking handsome right here with his freaking guitar on his lap. Yeah, we love that right there. We love that right there. Confidence. Confidence. Love it. Looks handsome right here. I'm sad that Johnny Cash died in 2005 because I would have loved to work with him, song-wise. But, yeah. Then we have the Jackson 5. Love me with some Michael Jackson. My mom, as soon as she saw this record, she thought, hey, Aiden loves Michael Jackson. He loves the Jackson 5. Get this album. She got me this record, and I have listened to it around, like, maybe 25-ish, 15-ish times. I've listened to this quite a bit. Another oldie record that I love. I love older music way more than I like newer music, just mainly due to the fact that there's so much more style back here. There's so much style right here. And I feel like with the people that are coming out now, it feels like an imitation of an imitation of an imitation. And I want to be one of those artists that were like back here. Not like be like them, but just create my own style, create a sound that was just made purely for me. But I'm well known for that. How the Jackson 5 was known for their unique sound, how the Beatles were known for their unique sound. I don't want to be a copy of a copy. Shout out to Nine Inch Nails. I don't want to be a copy of a copy. I want to be my own artist. I want to show the world what I can do with my music. And that's one of the things that Michael Jackson did when he was alive, is show the world what he could do. And that's what I want to do one day. Do I want to be on the same tier as Michael Jackson? Let's be honest, there will never be somebody on the same tier as Michael Jackson. Even if you are fucking schizophrenic, there will never be somebody on the same level as Michael Jackson. Just completely, because this man had so much aura. This man right here, when he was alive, had so much aura. This man could wink at a girl and she would faint. That's how much aura Michael Jackson had. Then we have Nirvana's Nevermind. A 10 out of 10. And rumor says he's still chasing after that dollar bill. Great album, right here. He is still chasing after that dollar bill, but sadly he lost the lawsuit. 10 out of 10. Love this album. This person right here, you were a cute baby, but I'm not gonna lie, you grew up to be a fucking sissy. Love this album right here. Love this album right here. No complaints, nothing. Love this album. Kurt Cobain was a fucking genius. Then we have, woo! Igor! Another 10 out of 10. Experimentation and just concept completely, great. Love the experimentation, and love what Tyler managed to do on this track. My favorite song on this record? Oof. I would probably have to say What's Good or probably Boyfriend. Love this album. amazing cover art. I've seen memes of this album cover where it was like Kim Jong over the album cover, and they managed to make it like this face. Funny, hilarious. I even thought about making that my banner for my YouTube. Thought that'd be hilarious. Love the confidence right here. This man looked into the camera and knew he was gonna make a fucking Grammy for this album. Then we have, oh, now we have 2 more records for my collection. Nirvana's Bleach. This will probably be one of my favorite like studio albums, like talking about like first albums ever released, because the creatiness of this album is some of Kurt Cobain's best work. I love this project. I don't feel like it still gets enough good reception. I feel like this album gets ignored compared to like fucking like Nevermind. And I'm not complaining about that. Nevermind is a really, really good record, but I'll be honest, comparing Bleach to Nevermind, I kind of like Bleach a lot more. Just mainly due to the fact that Kurt Cobain's energy on this track list is like none other before. Love every song on this album. Like when I listen to this album, it feels like I'm at a hardcore show. Love this project. Love this project. And you can definitely hear Kurt Cobain's like punk influence more on this project as a whole. And then we have Let It Be. This has got to be one of my favorite final albums to a band's discography ever. And the same tier is In Utero. Love Let It Be. And I will even be honest, as a cover, this has got to be like the most memorable covers of all time. If you actually like really, really love music, you will know this cover from a mile away. This is a very memorable cover, at least to me. Love this album just as a whole. And I love the fact that I can listen to this record over and over and over and just enjoy it every single time. And that's the band all together. All of my records, I love so much. Every single album that I have in my vinyl collection, I have 0 complaints about. For the most part, at least. I bet there will be a time when I listen to some of the records and I find some that I don't really like as much. But in the meantime, I like most of these records that I have. I love them dearly, and I have 0 complaints about them. But that's it for my vinyl collection. I will see y'all later, and bye. Love y'all. Peace out.